to UMasteryLLC, where the physical meets spiritual.
Hi. Victoria Shakoor here, founder of UMasteryLLC. I hope you and your family is doing well on this rise. Thank you for joining me for this video at this time. I appreciate you. Love you, as a matter of fact. So I just wanted to come on here and share with you some insights, even from my own personal experiences. Okay, that may be inspiration to you. That's always my intention, is to be an inspiration, is to give you something that give you something to think about, you know, to provoke your inner thoughts and to raise your inner chi, which is your vibration. Okay, because we each have our own vibration, our own verse in this universal soul. And so that's just like your universe, your verse, your frequency, your inner chi is as individual as your fingerprint. Okay? So you have your universe, and you are also part of the collective like that. Okay? So I've explained that in other in other videos. So you might want to kind of scroll down my channel and see what appears to you that you want to watch, because you'll be surprised the information that's there. I only do these videos when Divine Source nudges me to come on and share some insights, or maybe some things that was given to me either sometimes in a dream, sometimes just doing meditation, and sometimes just doing mundane things around the house, and insights will flow in. And I have to hurry up and jot them down sometimes. And then there are some things where I go and look it up for myself. I'll go and research it for myself because I'm just skeptical like that. And it's the way my brain is wired. And so, anyway, so I want to come on here because, and sometimes sometimes it be things from my clients as well that I want to share some insights with you. Okay, so that's where a lot of my sharing of this information comes from. It may come from a book sometime or something I read, but a lot of times it's coming from Universal Soul, from Divine Source, and other what I just mentioned. And then a lot of it is my personal experiences as well. And so some of you, let me put it this way, some of you've never had a father that told you how beautiful you are, how wonderful you are, how precious you are, how important you are. Never complimented you. Not once in your life. You've never heard a compliment from your father. Some of you don't know your father, so that's, I'm speaking of those of you who do know who your father is. Some of you have lived with your dad. You know who your father is. And not once has he ever expressed to you how important you are to him, how much he loves you and appreciates you. Never once even just had a conversation with you about relationships, about men, about boys, you know, and to how to protect yourself, and how to peep game, never these conversations. Your father has never told you, listen, you're beautiful, and you're going to attract all types of men to you, and I want, and this and this, right? Never. Now some of you have brothers that did that for you, and that's a good thing because you did get it from a male perspective, so you kind of know what to look for. But I'm speaking of those of you who have fathers in your life that never once made you feel that you were special, made you feel like you deserve a good man in your life. And so subconsciously, You never felt worthy of a good relationship. You never felt worthy. And now this is unbeknownst to you because you functioning, you living your life, whatever, you probably never even thought about it, but subconsciously it's playing out in your life. And you wondering why you attract the wrong type of men, why you can't attract the men that you know you deserve. You're wondering why you have problems in relationships, why you attract men who do that same thing. They don't honor you. They don't make you feel loved or feel important, feel worthy, deserving. So I want you to let me say this. I'm getting ahead of myself. So because of that, you've been looking for that affirmation in your life in men. Or you've given up that whole idea about having a healthy, good relationship with men. Now I'm speaking to women. I'm speaking to women. So you've given up the fact that you're just not going to attract a good man in your life. You're just not going to, you know, you're not going to have the relationship that you know deep down inside you deserve. A relationship that will be healthy for you, that nurtures you, a person that will support you in your endeavors and things like that. But you keep attracting people that are emotionally detached. There's a reason for that I just mentioned. Believe it or not, these things play out in our lives, whether you want to believe that or not. And so a lot of you fall into sadness, and you fall into sadness, and because you stay in that state, it turns into depression. And then you think neurologically there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay? You don't need fixing. You just need to recognize where this is coming from. And so my intentions for this video is to maybe trigger you to say, and maybe you start thinking about scenarios in your life that is showing you what I'm talking about. Because you deserve everything that you know deep down inside that you deserve. And it takes effort, it takes loving you enough, like overflow yourself with love and confidence to move past that unlove that you received from your father, because he never told you, never expressed anything like that, never made you feel deserving, and never made you feel like you're beautiful. And you're a beautiful person inside and out, and you know it. But you never got that validation, and your father is a representation of the man subconsciously that you would like to have in your life, or what a man is, or what a man looks like and sounds like, and things like that, until you see a different example, until a genuine man come in your life and start to tell you how valuable you are, and how beautiful you are inside, your personality, who you are, your heart is wonderful. And a lot of you had this, but it was hard for you to accept it because you didn't hear that from your dad. And maybe some of you have mothers that attempted to give that to you because she was able to see that you needed that. And so she did her best to pour into you, and it helped. It helped. But I'm going to tell you, it's nothing like for a young girl, for her father to give that to her. There's nothing in the world really that can replace that. You see? Because what you see in your home is an example of values that you carry in your life. And people say, well, that was little, get over it. You do. You get over it. You live, you go to college, you do all these things so that you could be successful financially in your life. However, and that's still there. You know how you know? Because you can look at the relationship that you're having, first of all, with yourself, second of all, with your mate. If you have a mate, who are you attracting in your life? Who's in your life right now? And are they pouring into you? Do they support you? Do they express to you how important you are and valuable you are as a woman, as a person, as a mother, as a wife, as a girlfriend? Are they loving towards you? Do they support you? Because that is what's going to heal. First, recognizing where this comes from, and then not settling for anything less than a man that will give you that, because you didn't receive that from your father. Mm-hmm. So you first want to give that to yourself. Okay? You look in that mirror and you tell yourself, hey, I love you. I love you because. I love you because. Damn, you're beautiful. You have a beautiful soul, a beautiful heart. You deserve a good man in your life. And I'm not settling for nothing less than that. I deserve it. First, recognize the pattern, though. That's the that's the basics, the foundation. Is to first recognize the pattern and where that came from. Yeah, I never did. Yeah, my father always treated me like I was like some alien or something he resented. And then know that that has nothing to do with you. That's on him. That was whatever was happening with him. You know what I'm saying? It have nothing to do with you. But it's there because it was laid on you. As a child, you didn't do anything wrong. You were just born. Maybe you look like your mama. And he like, just can't stand to see you. That's on him. That's not you. So you got to give that back. And there's certain meditations that I take clients through when there are things that was passed down to them or given to them from their parents that had nothing to do with them because they didn't do anything wrong. They were just born and they was a child and this is how they was treated. So I want you to breathe, accept all of that, accept that that happened. Yeah, my dad treated me like that. All the way up into my adulthood, it's still there. You can see it clear, but it ain't yours. And when you know that you've absolutely let go, which means accept that it happened, accept that that's there, and that is the cause of your failed relationships. Some of the cause, not all of it. Some of it, maybe a majority of it, of your failed relationships or the type of men that you've been attracting because of that energy. Now you know, and now you can dissipate that energy off of you. But you first have to accept it, go through the pain of it. You probably numbed it. See? Or you didn't recognize that that's the root of it because you've been asking yourself, why am I Why don't I attract the right men in my life? You notice that women that was daunted on by their fathers tend to attract good men. They don't have a problem attracting men in their life at all because subconsciously they don't have any blockages. They don't have any blockages, but you do. Now you think about, go back and think about this in your life. Growing up, how was you treated by your dad? Did you know your father? For those of you that never knew your father and never had a man in your life, and you're studying looking for love in men and you're having all these different relationships, you got to stop, baby. You got to stop and give that love to yourself. There's a lot of things about you to love. A lot of things. You have a forgiving heart. You have a big heart. You love helping people. You would do anything for your siblings and your loved ones. You're a good friend. You're intelligent. You got a lot of things about you to love. And you got a lot of things about you that a good man will love. But as long as you don't know it, and you're not accepting that about yourself because you never had that, because you never had that reflection from the men in your life growing up that was important in your life or that was absent in your life, you're going to have to put some effort into that yourself. And as long as you keep looking for that outside of yourself, in men, in the wrong men, it's just a cycle of pain and hurt, pain and hurting, disappointment and failure, and all of these things. Yeah. You must just relax. Accept that this has happened. That's how you let go. Let it go. Forgive, right? That's part of forgiving is letting go. That's how you forgive. Okay, that happened. That was not in your control. You can't control how a person treats you. You can't control how a parent treats you. You can't. That's on them. And they will have to answer for that. Know that. Let it go. It wasn't you. Give it back. Give it back. There is a way to do that. Okay? Now, once you give it back and you're able to accept it, thereby it's released from your energy now. Now you want to start giving that love to yourself, recognizing the value that you bring to the world, recognizing who you are as a loving, divine being. Okay? And you start filling yourself up, honoring your I-ness, knowing that you're beautiful. You don't need nobody's compliment. It's nice. It's not nice. It's wonderful to receive compliments from other people. And they say, oh, you look nice today. But you got to look in the mirror and know and be like, damn, you look good today. You're beautiful. And it's true and you mean it, you know? Because your style is your style. And it looks good on you because you subconsciously know what your style is. Even if you get a little help with it, you're like, yeah, you resonate with it, right? Some of you had children and your children compliment you. Like, Mommy, you're so beautiful. Some of you have friends and they see the love that you have within you. They see your heart. Fill up with that and accept it. When people give you a compliment, accept it. This is honoring your I-ness. This is how you move past the love that you never received from your father. When another man compliments you, accept it and let it be feminine. Thank you. It don't mean he want to get with you all the time and just complimenting you. When a man holds the door open for you, thank you. Anything, all these little small things add up. and build your confidence in yourself, where now you have a protective shield around you, where anybody that say anything hurtful to you or not, or you know, coming from a man or even men in your life that's important in your life, and they still don't express those things. Maybe they just don't know how. Maybe you've seen them express it with something else. Maybe they expressed it with your sister, but not you. I want you to know something. A lot of times when that's happening in your life, it's something special about you. It's something special about you, and within that is something that you must give to you. Yeah, I just want you to sit with that for a moment. Give yourself all the love that you take yourself out to dinner. Yeah, go have fun with you. Learn to be with you. When you start exuding the love that you have for yourself, you'll start to attract the right guy, and you're going to attract them other ones too. But you're going to be able to discern which one of those are genuine towards you, and which one isn't, and it'll be easy because you know you, because you've been putting in that exercise, that effort, getting to know you and love you. Be okay with being with you. The desperateness of wanting to be in a relationship with somebody will dissipate. Trust me, it will dissipate. So I wanted to come on here. I was nervous to come on here and speak about this with you because I know what you're going through. I know how it feels. And I know how it feels to love me. I know how it feels for you to love yourself, to honor your kindness, to know that you deserve everything that you desire. You deserve it. You deserve a man that tells you it's just in awe of your beauty. And when I say beauty, I don't just mean physical, I mean inside you, your heart. He can see your heart, he can see your worthiness. You deserve that. And when you know it, bones to bones, through your bones, even though you will come up face to face with that again as a test to see do you really know it, you will see that that pain that was like this is now it's like, man, you still feel because you're human. Accept that. Know that. But it ain't, you just go, that has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me at all. At all. Okay? So I hope that I've given you some insight, more to think about on that, some encouragement. Look yourself. Hey, I love you because I commit to you too. How about that? I commit to you too. I commit to you to every day do something kind for you. Yeah, I love you because, man, you are really a kind person. You'll never run out of things to say, I promise you. You won't. Thank you for listening, and I will see you on the next video. I love you because, oh, that's so good. That's so good. I hug you. Virtual hugs you. I'm overflowing with love for myself and it can only flow over into you. I'll see you on the next video.